Meghan and Harry's departure is helped by Sophie Wessex to fill. Sophie, Countess of Wessex, has been quietly stepping up as a key member of the royal family and a favourite of Queen Elizabeth's. It's time for Sophie Wessex to shine. Having notched up more than 2 decades in the royal family, and with 80 charities and causes to her name. And the royal mum of 2 is not new to the very public role that comes with marrying one of Queen Elizabeth's children. But since the departure of Meghan and Prince Harry from their royal roles, Sophie, 55, has become more front and centre. With a combination of volunteering behind the scenes and taking her place alongside Kate Middleton, Sophie has been garnering praise for her quiet discretion and dependability. The Countess of Wessex, who is married to the Queen's youngest son, Prince Edward, has proved to be a royal key worker, says Joe Little, managing editor of Majesty. She is making a difference in a very understated, very Sophie way. She has been helping weekly with a group of caterers and party planners to organise meals for National Health Service, NHS, workers. There's no fanfare. These are private visits done in her own private time, Peregrine Armstrong-Jones, of Bentley Entertainment, tells in the current issue. When she leaves our kitchens, she generally then goes on to do more projects in different hospitals. Sophie, who grew up in a middle-class family, entered the royal family when she married Prince Edward in 1999. After a long courtship that began when the couple met at a sports event she was working at as a public relations professional. She was brought up by her parents and there was going to be no free ride in her family, a friend says. She wasn't born to be the eldest daughter of a duke and duchess and find a marvelous marriage and polish her tiaras. Sophie and Edward, who are parents to Lady Louise Windsor and James Viscount 7, are regulars at the car pickup line and scout group meetings. Sophie is also a favourite of her mother-in-law, the Queen, who regularly asks her to join her for church at Sandringham, and invites Sophie's father Christopher, her mother Mary died in 2005, to Balmoral Castle in the summer. They are very close, a royal source tells newspaper. Sophie is very family-orientated, and the Queen appreciates that. She has used her position to champion women and girls around the world, including joining the UK government-backed campaign against sexual violence used in war, recently travelling to South Sudan. And she has taken the Queen Elizabeth Diamond Jubilee Trust's campaign against avoidable blindness around the Commonwealth. It is on those foreign trips, a former staffer tells newspaper, that Sophie is often able to show what she can do. She has a simple connection with people when she meets patients and families, says the former staffer. I think of it as scattering magic dust. When Harry and Meghan made their bombshell announcement back in January that they intended to forge a progressive new role within the royal family, the divisions between the couple and other royals were laid bare. It became apparent that almost nothing the Sussexes outlined on their site had been approved in advance. And their extraordinary pronouncement was followed by a different statement from Buckingham Palace. Quickly, however, royals and courtiers rallied and, as negotiations over Harry and Meghan's future took place, updates were released collectively. Yet, with their freedom secured and a date now set for their formal departure from life as working royals, the Sussexes have once again sought to expose the clash of wills that has taken place behind the scenes. It was confirmed that they will not use the word royal in any of their future branding. An announcement that was followed by a strikingly frank update on their website that made their irritation at the negotiation process clear. Entitled Spring 2020 Transition Details, it struck a very different tone to any palace statements. Their frustration is met by sentence 2, which begins, "We had hoped to be allowed to share these details with you sooner, to mitigate any confusion and subsequent misreporting." While it is not spelled out why they were unable to communicate sooner, it is obvious that they did not feel they had control of the timing and were unhappy about that. In their statement, Harry and Meghan then take the opportunity to express that the process of laying off their staff has been saddening. They acknowledge that this happened following their desire to have a reduced role as members of the royal family. A final section on the transition is devoted to their future work and use of the term royal, or in this case, the prohibition against using it. However, it was clear that they had hoped to continue with the name, and many may see its removal as a final blow to their initial plan. Others will say it became just another thing they gave up for what was always the ultimate goal, freedom. The couple make it plain that trademark applications that had been filed as protective measures, and that reflected the same standard trademarking requests as done for the Royal Foundation of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, have been removed. There is also a quote from the couple, which in the latest version of the website seems to flash up briefly on loading then disappear. It is, "The goal is to focus on what connects us, rather than what divides us." Thank you for watching. If you like our video, would you please help us like, share and subscribe our channel. Wish you happy to see our videos. Thank you very much.